are creating a scrappy but great YouTube series for Heath. And then we just let it unfold. And that feeling is such a wonderful creative expression that both of us really, really appreciate and crave.
That's it. Is that what being authentic means?
Okay. Hi, I'm Simone. I'm a longtime collaborator with Heath. Creative collaborator?
I think so. So, we started off doing these videos wanting to just have a little window into people and some of the things that we're doing, the way they were thinking. We really thought the world could use more of. It was things that we thought made Heath a place that was good. It seemed little things that seemed bigger than that. But today we wanted to look inward, and we wanted to think about and kind of play around with what is it that makes us work well together and what's important about that. And I think our instinct is that there's a kind of authenticity that we believe in at Heath and we believe is kind of important. What is it about us that and allows us to kind of help put forward a company that really feels authentic and is led by creativity? What I want to do first is explain to you a little bit about some of Simone's work and the impact it's had at Heath, because it's absolutely instrumental to that we take, the kind of things that we talk about, the values that we're able to express. Simone is behind that. One of the most impactful things that she's done is really spearheaded and put together what we call the Good Guide.
This is the Good Guide with the Post-it note. I began to compile notes on what the company was about and where it was going and what was important to it and what was important for people to know when they started working here. Heath is a company that designs, makes, and sells. Some companies just design, some companies just sell, some companies just make, but Heath, so even that distinction was just sort of stating the obvious, but important.
Let's go behind the scenes and we're gonna talk to each other and I don't know, just see what happens when we dig into our past and try to figure out what is it that's interesting about this whole thing.
It's going to make me go to therapy right now. So when I was at corporate offices at Pottery Barn as a design something coordinator, that's how I learned about Heath. Was in their sample closet of people that wow, look at that, we might want to do that. I was cleaning their sample closet and somebody I was with was like, this is Heath. Like, what's that? And then they told me, and this is where I was opportunistic. I was like, and I'll be going there. They were like, it's in Sausalito, and then I wrote to you guys. Heath is probably the first job that I felt like I was at a place where I could grow and be and learn.
My first job out of college was working for Nike, and I was a footwear designer, and it was great and it was not great. I learned a lot, worked with great people, realized really that wasn't what I wanted to do. It was art, but I was afraid of it.
Drama, theater. Mill Valley, California, half-time mom, half-time dad, blended family.
When I was 10 years old, I lived in Homedale, New Jersey with my parents. I had a newborn sister. My brother was a few years younger than me, and cats, like 2 cats that I loved. Although they gave them away when I was about 10. Yeah, that was hard. When I was 25, I lived in Portland, Oregon. I bought my first house on Salmon Street in Portland, Southeast Salmon, and it was awesome.
Okay, so I lived with my then husband in Mill Valley at 502 Browning Court with Mrs./Lily, maybe Sneakers, maybe Wink. I don't know when they all came apart, and then that's it.
There must be some level that we're really connecting on, because you're getting the vision totally like other people don't, and then able to put it out. So what is the thing or the process or that helps you figure out how to land an idea?
So I bring it really down to a very basic level, and what I have found is that if I can describe it that way and I can understand it, other people seem to relate to it. Okay, so you have the ability to see things that a lot of people don't. And one very obvious / not obvious example is when you came across Heath Ceramics in 2003 was when you took ownership.
Yeah, 2001 is when we first saw it.
Yeah.
I feel like I always have had the ability to see things, have a perspective on things that, for me, it's really easy to kind of zoom out. It's naturally how my brain works, and see how something is going to affect people, what repercussions are for doing it. I can step back and see how it all fits together. Heath, other people did see that. There were some other people. What we saw is a place that shouldn't be exploited. How do you do good in a world? Like, how do you just try to do the right thing and leave the world with something that's important instead of exploit it, right? So
what's interesting is what you're talking about is you do have the ability to pull out of, and kind of while everybody is over here maybe talking and looking at this thing, you're like, I'm gonna zoom out like a drone.
Everything I do is like a sketch. I'm painting a picture, right?
That's really interesting that you're doing things as a sketch.
That's what this is.
I know, I was gonna make yes, this is very much that.
Years we've known each other gives us the trust to let it unfold. Each of us bringing what we do to the table, our perspectives and our process, so that it truly unfolds from a place that's born together.
Yeah, really good.
In service of Heath.
It's also somewhat just fulfilling, your human creative process. Like, when that's still in there is when it actually is good.
We have a shared understanding that is rooted in Heath.
And there's a level of creativity that's only in service to creativity. That is why this is fun.
For both of us.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.